Brandon Nimmo 2 for 3 against lefties so far this year, and he takes a fastball strike from Trevor Rogers. Percentage leads the National League, and he lines one to left center. That's a base hit. It's going to head toward the gap and go all the way to the wall. Nimmo digs for second, and he's in standing with a leadoff double. One with the orange shoes today. And drops down a bunt. Popping out is Wallach, and he can't make the play. And the Mets have runners at the corners. Possible outcome is I'm on first base because I can beat it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to force in the winning run. And he checks his swing, and he held it in time. That's Ron Paul hit and gave him first base. But if it's a strike, then it doesn't matter that he got hit by the pitch.
Exactly. All he had to do is call the strike.
Ball's dead. The player's out.
There goes Lindor, swing and a miss. The throw by Wallach on the hop, and Lindor is out. But the strike supersedes everything, whether it's a call strike or a swinging strike. And Conforto goes down on strike. 900 coming into the day. 3 infielders on the left side. And Pete takes a fastball at 96.
Garrett Cooper gets the start out in right field. And that's the pitch that Pete's got him late.
2 out. Slider at his feet, 1 and 2. Mets went over. Trying not to bypass this chance. And Alonso takes strike 3 called, and Rogers with Smith leads off in the home second against Trevor Rogers.
Dom has been a barometer on how hard he's throwing, the movement of the ball.
Waves at the slider from Rogers, and it's 0 and 2. This is only center field for a sacrifice fly.
Whoa.
One exploded on Chad Wallach. 1 and 2. James McCann on deck, then Jeff McNeil in the home second. Mets bypass first and third, nobody out, but the Mets did not score. Straight up with a lefty on the mound against Dom.
Left-hander in particular, you're going to be more going to left center.
And Rogers blows him away with a fastball. That's 3 consecutive. McCann 0 for 3 in the home opener. 3 for 14 to start the year, and he flies one out to center. Should be easy for Marte, shading his eyes. 2 out. Stadium or Pro Player Stadium or whatever they were calling that stadium at the time. Jeff McNeil flies one foul. And he lifts this one toward the left field line. Over comes Dickerson to get it, and that retires the side. Jonathan Villar, the former Marlin, leads off against Trevor Rogers in the home third.
Right after the hitters.
Good changeup that time by Rogers, and it's on the injured list. Villar right now getting the playing time at third. And another changeup by Rogers, and he just got about how you fill in for Davis. They were hoping to keep JD off the IL. deGrom on deck, then Nimmo, and Villar lays off the slider, and it's 2 and 2.
Well, Gary, we're top strong veteran bench.
That one last night through the first no-hitter in franchise history. It took the Mets 8,019 games into their 51st season. It took the Padres 8,206 first no-hitter. No walks, 10 strikeouts, 1 hit batsman. He hit Joey Gallows. Villar goes down looking. Victor Caratini caught the no-hitter as deGrom lines one right to second baseman Chisholm. So Chisholm, it's a home run against. Was Chris Young, who at one time pitched for the Mets. He took a no-hitter into the 9th, and to Nimmo. One more note on it was right before expansion began in 1961. Strike 3 called. The Washington Senators came into existence. Pitched again here a week later and gave up 2 runs in 5 innings. And now he's got a 1-0. Lindor laid down a bunt and was safe on the error when Wallach couldn't pick it up in the league. Little tapper up the line, and that'll just go foul.
Well, get it.
Get it. Grab it. Rogers ran past that.
He could hit a little bit.
Yeah.
He's a good little offensive player.
And Lindor chases the changeup for strike 3. That's
is the modern version of Frank Pulley.
Conforto lays off a slider. Well, it's very rare it just worked out that way that deGrom gets Onora a second time.
Onora's calling a good game. Okay,
Conforto struck out with a runner at third his first time up, and he goes after an up and in fastball, and it's 1-2.
just the 5th game.
Two coming, and he chases it and foul tips it for strike 3. So Conforto struck out for the second time. Season began for an extension. It doesn't happen. Is it possible that that is weighing on him as this season begins?
Because of the contract. I just think he's off to a slow start. He's a little lost up there right now.
Majority of pitchers, maybe they'll take an inning or two. Maybe they'll have to watch some video. Maybe they'll take a start or two. For deGrom, it never
rest of his career. Because if you'll remember, the year before he first won the Cy Young, 2017, as Dom Smith lines one to the right center, and he's got a leadoff hit. So after Trevor Rogers had retired 11 in a row, Dom gets the.
Gary, I remember doing that game in Texas. And if you guys fans remember that game.
And really, to my mind, that was the point. And I'm not sure if I'm right about this, but I believe it was at that time that he began throwing the 2 bull. 1-2 to McCann, who flied out his first time, and he grounds one to third. Might be a double play. Anderson to Chisholm and on to first. 5-4-3, and that erases the base runner.
There's not any panic. He kind of just is so stoic and just concentrates on getting back to where.
Strikeout games than Doc. Because remember, Doc pitched a lot deeper into games.
Right.
He threw complete games. You know, deGrom mostly has thrown. So the fact that Jake has more 10 strikeout games. Now, obviously, we're in a different era where there are more strikeouts in the game. And McNeil yanks one foul. Changeup misses down. 2-2. .36, and Rogers holding up his end today, and he misses with another changeup to McNeil in the first game of this series. 3-2, and it's outside, ball 4. First walk of the day. Contra so far is the most accomplished of them. Sanchez may be the most talented of.
Nice double play. That's why. I tell you what, I like this kid. There.
It was over.
It was over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a foul ball. So the year of the ball. Everybody was doing it that year, but then Bob continued to call the. And VR goes down swinging on the fastball. 8 strikeouts of every SNY Mets game. Jacob deGrom up for the second time, takes a slider for a strike from Trevor Rogers. Down 1-0 in the 6th. Lined out the only pitch he saw his first time up, and this one's dribbled up the line. It may stay fair. Rogers with a steal. And deGrom is safe. That was Rogers' ball all the. Mets will try and take advantage now with Nimmo. And gets that slider inside. Did he swing?
No.
He did not. Ball 1. Let's check in with Steve Gelb. Steve?
Gary, Brandon Nimmo hitting leadoff against the. That was because of the fact that last year was such a funky year, as he pulls back the bunt right there. But talk to most lefties and they say to hit lefties, they wants to be against left-handers.
Well, he had certainly held his own against lefties before last year. Nimmo takes it outside, ball 4. And the Mets have something going. First and second. No, he faces a crisis in the 6th. And he misses with a backdoor slider for ball 1. And the fastball too high, and it's 6 in a row out of the strike. And Lindor takes a fastball for a strike.
Looks like it's a hit.
Second home game for his new team, and he gets that backdoor pitch for a. And he misses with the changeup, and now it's 3-2. He threw 2-2 as Ricky threw 3-2. fastball hit in the air to center field, and Marte has it lined up. DeGrom's going to tag. Now Marte has to go back on it. That'll enable deGrom to go to third. It was going to be dicey from where Marte originally was, whether deGrom was going to go. But when Marte had to...
Good time for Michael to break out right here.
Another big chance for Conforto. He struck out with a runner at third in the first inning. Ball and a strike to Conforto.
Got a big
19 at bats this year. And he swings over the slider, and it's 1-2. deGrom at third, Nimmo at first with one out. Rogers up in the count. And he strikes out Conforto again. And now Michael really starting to hit. So with two out, Pete has struck out and grounded out. First and third, two out. And he ties him up inside for a strike. Not today.
He kind of telegraphed that changeup running though.
1-1. Big rip of the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Well, fastball up is right, and that's the call.
And Pete